Hey y'all, today we're going to make this cute little Lovey toy. What you'll need is some yarn, hook, needle, and scissors. And we are going to get started. At the very beginning, we are doing the blanket part. Now this is a corner to corner blanket. You can do your square or you can do a circle of any other style if you like, but this one today is a corner to corner. And this is a tutorial on the corner to corner. Most people call it C with the number 2, C2C. That's what you'll see it usually as. So you're going to chain 6, and then you're going to double crochet in the 3rd chain from the hook, and then the last remaining 2 chains. So you're making a tiny little square. Your first square is chain 6 and then double crochet in the 3 hooks farthest from the chain. The 3 chains farthest from the hook, excuse me. Then at the very end, you're going to chain 6 again. So your first 3 are the part that you are going to double crochet back into, and the last 3 are your last stitch on the very end that counts as a stitch. So here we are going back into the chain with some double crochet, and we're going to leave the 3 on the end as your first stitch, and you're going to double crochet into those last 3 chains in that segment. So you're making your second square right now. And corner to corner is a pretty cool pattern. It's very easy once you get the hang of it. And this video is only going to show you the increase of corner to corner. So you get your square, and then you're going to attach it with a slip stitch to your first square. And then you're going to chain 3. You're not going to chain 6 here. You're going to chain 3 because you just attached to your square. Now you're going to do 3 more double crochets in that open space. So you're going to have 4 stitches for each square. And we need that 1 more, and then you'll see what this looks like. It looks like a little heart. You've got 3 squares. What you're doing is you're making stair steps. Now at the end, you're going to also chain 6 again. Then you're going to turn your work over, and you are going to double crochet in the 3rd chain from the hook. Okay? So even if you get the wrong one, you can go back and take that stitch out and make sure you have it in the right one. So you've got 3 double crochets here in that chain. The last 3 chains from the square you want to double crochet in, and then that will be your next square finished, and you're going to slip stitch it to the other set of squares. Now at this point, you're going to chain 3 because you're not starting a new square on the end, you're just going up. And then you're going to do 3 double crochets into that space to make the next step. And then after each step, of course, you're going to slip stitch it into the next space. And then you're going to repeat that and do chain 3. And do 3 double crochets in this space. I really hope this is helpful. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments. I really am here to help you learn how to do crochet. I love this pattern, corner to corner, and once you know double crochet and chains, It's a very simple pattern once you learn what to do with it. And here we're going 6 again because we're on the very end, and then you turn your work and you start the next set of stairs basically. So please, if you have any questions, just put them in the comments. Also, if you want to learn the decrease, I will have a video coming on that soon. Just please comment decrease so I'll know that there's some folks who really want that part of the video. I only did the decrease on this video because it got really so long. We are going to complete the Lovey, but I'm also making the ears off screen in the end. So this video was really long and I had to make it a little bit shorter so it wouldn't be quite so long, because you are repeating the same steps over and over. And as a beginner, I know that it really helps to have a longer video on some parts, but this one is the same steps repeated. So if you really need to see it more, you can continue to go back and do this part, because once you get it, you will have it. It's a very forgiving stitch on the learning curve, as long as you know your double stitch, your double crochet. See, here we're going up 3 because we're going up the stairs. You only do 3 at the very end. The very top is when you do 6. And this is chenille. I'm using a size G hook. A lot of people use a larger hook for this size yarn. I do not. I have on a few projects, but this is for a baby, and I wanted the stitches to be as small as they could. Chenille is, once again, not my favorite yarn to work with, but it is very soft and very cuddly. And so if you want soft and cuddly, chenille is the best yarn for you to use. There are some others as well, but this is super soft and super cuddly. And see, there's your steps, and each section, each square is a set of 4 double crochets basically, because the chain 3 counts as 1. So now you keep going until you get your square, and then you decrease to go down the other side of the square once you finish the size that you want. And now we are going to make the little head, and I'm improvising, so there's not a specific pattern here, but I'm going to explain it as we go. You make a magic circle, and you chain single, you don't chain, you single crochet into that circle. I think I did 7 or 8, so it's not too big because this is for a baby toy. And then you pull your circle closed and you seal it up. You seal it up with a slip stitch. Now I'm going to do a chain 1, and I'm going to continue as single crochets for this entire part of the project. We're going to increase, which means we do 2 single crochets in every stitch all the way around repeatedly. You want to continue with 2 single crochets in every stitch over and over until you get it the size you want it. Okay? And so this is a white chenille to go with the multicolored, because I did use most of 2 skeins on the little square. That's the other thing with chenille. It takes a little more to complete a project than the smaller yarn. So be aware of that when you're buying. This was going to be a baby blanket, and I quickly changed that into not being a baby blanket. It ended up being a baby toy because it was a little bit small, but it's still really soft and cuddly. So we're going to keep our 2 single crochets into each stitch. See, I have a little curl right there. It's curving a little bit. That's a little bit tight stitches. I am not the best at crocheting with chenille, and that's part of it. You're going to find that you have something that you love and you're better at it. Mine is not chenille, but I still like it. It's just that I'm just not the best at it, and maybe that's why it's not my favorite. And the amigurumi little creatures, I like doing them now and then, but they are not my forte. Okay, so here I've decided that the circle is large enough. Once your circle is large enough, it doesn't matter what size it is, however big that you want it, you start doing 1 single crochet per stitch to go around. And I may be doing 2 still. I thought I saw, this is a voiceover, so I'm going back and watching and recording as I see it. I think I am still doing 2. But once you get your circle the size you want it, the cap part of the head, the top of it, you will start doing 1 single crochet per stitch all the way around. And then you'll get the tallness of the circle. The tallness of the head will be the next, where you're doing 1 single crochet per. I think this might be where I actually switched. It's so cute. It's so fuzzy. My little great nephew is going to love this. And then we just do 1 single crochet. Yeah, this is where I switched so you can see it closely. The 1 single crochet per stitch. Now I also, off of screen, made some little ears. So if you would like the decrease of corner to corner, please write decrease in the comments. If you really want the ears, I just made it up as I went. So just put ears in the comments, and I absolutely will do those videos. I have recently had a change in life, and I had to reset up my entire recording studio, and so that has been the delay in videos coming. But all of that is adjusting now, and so I did not record every piece of this toy, but if you would like the decrease, just comment decrease, and if you would like the ears, just comment ears. And if you want to keep up with everything I do, my website is wildlyartisticliving.art.blog. I will have that posted in the comments or the description or something, and you can go check that out. I do post video series I just started that actually, so I will be posting a video series if they need to be tagged and put together. I can put them all in one blog, and that way you can go on the website and see all of those videos together in one place. I think that should be something that is helpful, so I'm going to start doing that. Now, after you get the height of the head, you will start decreasing on the circle. So all you do is you just start skipping a stitch as you go around, and it looks like I've already done that. Yep. So you decrease by skipping 1 stitch and going in the next stitch until you bring it in to the smallness that you want it to be. And this, I've already cut it off and closed it up, and I'm ready to sew it on. I folded the blanket in half and in half again to get where I put the head. This is going to be a flat head. because I want it to be completely safe for the baby, and I want him to be able to have it now as soon as he's big enough to start grabbing toys. I don't want to worry about stuffing or yarn or eyes or anything. So this is for a teeny tiny baby. He still probably won't get it for another couple months. He is itty bitty. And he's not grabbing toys yet. But he will be having a little toy from his auntie as soon as he's big enough. And the ears just made the whole thing, so I will absolutely make a video for that. I did record that part. I just took it off of this video so it wouldn't be quite so long for y'all. Oh, there's his little head. So with the ears, it kind of looks like a puppy. To me it does. You can make it big floppy ears. You could add a nose if you wanted. Just make sure you go around enough on this to make sure that it's completely secure before you cut it off. You don't want the head falling off or the yarn coming out or any of that stuff. Then I, tied all the rest of the ends in and got all that done. I'm really excited about him getting big enough to want to look at this and hold it. And that's about it. I will get these other videos up soon. wildyartisticliving.art.blog is my website where I'll put these together, and you can see how to make the rest of this, and that's what it looks like full. I hope y'all have a great day, and I will see you on the next video.